Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. We are still on Tuesday. It is February 9th, 2021. And yes, Miss Hella is out with me once again. Uh, so, I wanted to talk about food and those type of things, and actually food for your animals as well. I needed to talk about that because I think it's important. So, this is part of why, what I was thinking here today. So there's two different kinds of cat food that I have, okay? And the one kind, the cats are just not eating it. They're not eating it, and that's what they've been having here lately, and they're just like no, they're actually eating the dog food more than they're eating that cat food. So I had forgotten that they didn't like that certain kind of cat food, and so of course because I'm a prepper, I stock up on everything, right? So I had one kind of the other kind of cat food, and then I had the bag that they were eating out of, plus two more bags of that kind of cat food, which these are 36-pound bags of cat food. So, when you have a lot of cats, you need to have enough for everybody. And I always keep the one bag of dog food that I'm using, and then I like to have 3 extra bags of dog food, and I go with 50-pound bags for the dogs. So the dogs get Purina, they like it, no issues with that whatsoever, and so that's what I give them. So what happened was, they were, like I said, they were not eating that type of cat food. So I had to go down today. The bag that I was using, I got that out of there, brought the bag in that the kind that they liked, and so I had gave them, as soon as I opened that bag up and put that out there, they went nuts. It's crazy. So I'm like, gah. So now I have a partial bag of cat food plus two full bags, 36-pound bags of cat food that they will not eat. So what I did, my neighbor that lives over here, I know she's got a cat, and so I brought her one of the bags of cat food, and so she was like, "Well, thank you," and I said, "No problem." She goes, "I only got one cat now," so she said, "I don't know how much I'll use," because I said, "Well, I have another bag too. I'll bring you another bag," and she was like, "Well, she says I have, well, there was somebody else that they knew that has a bunch of cats. So I said, well, I will bring you the other bag and you can give it to them and they can use it for their cats. So it's not going to go to waste. Somebody else will use it. But it's a very valuable lesson because, it's none of that stuff is cheap. And so, I did go down today to Tractor Supply. I bought two more bags of the kind that they like. I still need to get one more just so I have three as a backup, but they only had two. So I grabbed those, and I'll probably go another week and grab another bag. But I just opened the other bag, so I mean we're in good shape. But yeah, so it's like having things stocked up, the right amount of things stocked up is great, but you better make sure it's something that you like and it's something that your animals like. I know I've talked about this before about prepping what you'll eat, and like if you're not into beans and rice, and if you don't have rice regularly in your diet now, you know rice is a good staple to have, but it's something that you should also eat. Beans, same thing. Split pea and ham soup, all those type of stuff. Those are also things that you should have. In stock, especially if it's things that you use. If SHTF happens, and you've never been eating rice and beans, and you say you never really had a bunch of black beans. You don't generally eat black beans or pinto beans and those type of things, but you got them in stock because they're a good shelf stable thing to have in your preps. But now all of a sudden, now you're eating these things that you're not used to eating. You may not like it. That's not the way you want to do it. You want to grab things that you do like, things that you do eat. Now, like, I like rice. I eat a lot of rice. So, if you saw how much rice I have on hand, you'd be like, you're a lunatic. Like my one buddy says to me, he always laughs. He goes, whenever you go out and then you buy the next 20-pound bag of rice, he goes, I'm going, why is he buying more rice? I know how much rice he has, So, but again, like I said, for me, I prep for other people that don't prep. I prep for people that I know that are going to show up here that are going to need help. And I'm going to need the manpower. There's no doubt about that. We have a decent sized group, but again, there is safety in numbers, and that's really, really important. And I think that that's something that people need to think about too. And I know I've talked about this probably till I'm blue in the face, and I will continue to do it because I think it's that important. You are going to end up with either you're going to end up in a group, or you're going to end up with people in your group that you never expected that were going to be in your group. That's the reality. There's going to be a lot of people out there that are not prepared, that are not ready. They're going to be looking to get together with people that are, or looking to take from people that are. And you need to be ready for both of those contingencies. You definitely want to add good people to your group, so you got to vet these people. You got to sit them down, talk to them, go over different things, and see where they're at. And so that's part of it. But also, the more people that you can set up in your group ahead of time, it's going to be better for you. It really, really is. So right now it is probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got to tell you, this is the funny part of this here. So yesterday, if anybody watched the live stream, we ended up with 8 eggs yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, they freaking went crazy yesterday. Today, 1 egg. So they went crazy yesterday, and today we get 1 egg. So, it's just, that's just the part of it that I think is funny. But anyway, again, when it comes to prepping, when it comes to being ready, you need to be smart about what you're doing. Make sure that you incorporate things that you'll eat. So when I prep, obviously, I prep things that I like. I'm the one out there spending the money on it. I'm definitely going to get things that I enjoy eating. So, that's exactly what I do. And again, I try to think of other people as well in their needs, and, so just trying to be as ready as we possibly can be. I'm telling you guys, I have some concerns moving forward. I think we're going to be in some big, big trouble here moving forward. I really, really do. Because the economy is not getting better. It's, with these continued shutdowns and restrictions and everything else, that's hurting people. That's hurting people bad. And, even if they come up with another $1,400, how long is that going to keep your head above water, realistically? So there's a lot going on with that. We'll talk about that more. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow in the live stream. Maybe we'll do something. I got to really watch how I word things in these live streams, because there's a lot of games being played by YouTube, which is not a surprise in any way, shape, or form. But I have to be stealthy in my titles. So when I put up current events, I guess that's not being stealthy at all. But anyway, so we will definitely we'll try to be slicker. So, and as you can see, it's still snowing. It has been snowing all day long. Look at her; she's absolutely engaged in a bone. So she's very, very happy. She's just going crazy with her bone there. But anyway, that's where we're at. We're just we're grinding out the day. Just everybody's trying to stay warm, and that's what we're doing. I'm probably, once I get off of here with when I'm finished with this video, I may bring a couple loads of wood in to keep them ahead. I would rather do it a couple loads a day than try to do 8 or 10 loads all at one time. That's more of a pain. So I probably will do that. I need to bring in a couple loads for myself, and then we'll be good to go. But I definitely want to do that before it gets dark. It's not even close to being dark yet. We're now getting later each day. The days are getting a little bit longer. But if you look at this, guys, actually, it is pretty. Honestly, I mean, it. No wind today, so that's a bonus. It is definitely cold. A lot of snow. Oh, I got to tell you what I had to do today too. So I I was digging in this area here because I was trying to find my well cap, which I think is probably right in this area somewhere here. Actually, God, it's got to be right in here somewhere. But anyway, I didn't find it. But I knew that my holding tank was probably low. And so what I had to do is I had to come over here and I had to dig out and I had to figure out where it was, my cord, but the plug in for the well. So I just ran the extension cord over, plugged that in. I ran that for probably 15 minutes today, just to put more water in the storage tank. And I'll probably do like another 15 minutes tomorrow. I know I got to be low with three of us taking regular showers and using water and cooking and drinking and everything else. It's washing dishes and everything. It definitely it's getting used. So I got to make sure that it doesn't get too low in there. And until I can dig it out and figure out where it is and take the cap off and look inside, I won't know for sure. But and I think the last time I went to try to look inside, the cap was frozen. So I just have to periodically, run that pump for, like I said, if I run for 15 minutes, it puts a lot of water in that tank. It's a 1,000-gallon tank. So then, I'll do the same thing again, like I said, tomorrow. So I'll run it for like 15 minutes tomorrow as well. And that'll make a big difference. So anyway, I am going to jump off of here for now. And Miss Hella is she's being so good. So anyway, when I stepped out, I had to lock her in the foyer. And I forgot from the last time I locked her in the foyer, she took the water dish and just knocked it over and water was everywhere. Well, she did that again this time too. She was pissed. She didn't like being locked up. So, but I can't trust her because she gets into everything because she's a baby. But that's all right. Next time I'll just make sure I take the water out of there. I was only gone for, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. But yeah, she's very destructive, so I have to monitor her. But she's doing all right. She'll learn. She'll learn. But anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for right now. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I hope your week is going well. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. And last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. If you stay positive and stay away from negativity, you're going to be just fine. There's people that are going to tell you what you cannot do, what you cannot accomplish. Don't listen to that negativity. Stay positive, set your goals, and make your goals happen. And realize, realistically, the only one that can stop you from reaching those goals is you. So if you stay away from those negative people, you're going to be in much, much better shape, in a much, much better place. So just focus, and you're going to be fine. I'm going to encourage you all to continue to prep. Keep prepping, continue to get ready, get the things that you need. And I've said this before, and I'll say it many more times in the future. When SHTF happens, you are going to have what you have. So take your stock, take your inventory, look at what you have, see where you're weak, see where you need to have improvements, and make those improvements. It's hugely, hugely important, because again, when the time comes, it's going to be a nightmare, to be honest with you, and to be realistic, a very big time nightmare. So the better off you are, the more prepared you are, you're going to be in much better shape. So anyway, guys, I'm going to see you later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.